I'm often asked, what Pokemon packs should I open? You guys want to know where the value is, what the estimated value of it is, or, just what's the big hits. We're going to talk about mostly just the big hits in each different kind of pack. What packs I think maybe you should gravitate towards at their current prices. Prices are kind of crazy right now. The cheapest pack is probably going to be $7. When we're talking about online, if you can find them in stores, you might get them for $5, $6 at the lowest. But generally, most of these packs are getting to the $8, $9, $10 range. Prismatic Evolutions $8.70, Mega Evolutions $9, and Destined Rivals $8.74. Prices do fluctuate because it is a secondary market. It is what it is. It's hard to find packs cheaper online. Now, this is going to be, these are not the top hits, but these are some hits. This is $31 for the Sylveon Master Ball. This card is inside of Prismatic Evolutions. Prismatic Evolutions has Pokeballs and Master Balls. It is a specialty set, so it is a little different from a lot of the other sets. I think Pokeballs and Master Balls are starting to become more of a common thing, but this is where it started for the English Pokemon. It's different for the Japanese sets. Ivysaur. This is from your Mega Evolutions. And we have our Keldeo from White Flare, $66.89. So let's look at Mega Evolutions. Let's just get to it. ETB is going to set you back $100. $200 for a booster box. That's 36 packs. There are 9 packs inside of each of these items. The Mega Evolutions Elite Trainer boxes, but you do get a promo card inside. $89 and $96. About $100 is the going rate. Top hits inside each of these, the Mega Lucario EX, the Mega Gardevoir EX. These are Mega Hyper Rare cards, which are different from Hyper Rares, which we've seen in every other set. Prior to, I should just say, in Scarlet and Violet series, we had Hyper Rares, which were the same cards, but gold. They were already a card in the set. They got a gold treatment. These are exclusive to this set. There are not other cards that look like these cards. It is only done in this gold. So these are the Mega Hyper Rares, and these are the most sought after in Mega Evolutions because of the rarity, 1 in about 1,200 for these. $7.19, $3.13. Honestly, a dramatic fall for this Mega Gardevoir because it used to be about the same price. Let's see if it's actually $600 for lightly played. Let's go to near mint, $600. So this is a little off. Usually is in these articles. It has taken a dramatic fall down to $4.11 here. Market price is $3.13. Let me move this over. Market price is $3.13 here for the Mega Gardevoir. Let's move down. Some of the special illustration rares from Mega Evolutions, $3.17 for your Mega Gardevoir, $2.89 for your Mega Lucario, and $2.32. It gives us a good baseline for what these prices are going to be. So these 3 cards, absolute bangers. Mega Evolutions, you got some very big cards in this set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards, over $200 in the set. It's a good set. I don't know, I won't get into it, but I'm not really sure that Phantasmal Flames is going to be the same caliber as Mega Evolution's base, which is kind of crazy to say. But there is a big Charizard in there, which we'll be seeing very soon. And some people are already seeing it. I'll make a video about that too. Mega Latias EX 179, the Mega Absol, and Lily's Determination here at 154. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in the $100 range. Wow, that's crazy. Black Bolt, White Flare. We just had some more show up, some more poster collections. Black Bolt, White Flare still pretty heavy in rotation as far as showing up online. Starting to taper off a little bit now that we're into Mega Evolution 1. We're about to be into Mega Evolution 2. Coming up, when does Mega Evolution 2 drop? Soon-ish. Black Bolt and White Flare, $84 and $82 for the Elite Trainer boxes. These were, for a very long time, $100 each. So the price has dropped a little bit. The demand has dropped a little bit. And something a lot of people don't talk about as much is Pokemon is more reliant not on supply as it is demand. If there is not enough demand, it doesn't matter how little or much supply there is. And I mean that because you can go look at more vintage Pokemon cards, or you can go look at other trading card games where, yeah, there's really no supply. You know, you can't find them anywhere. But if there's no demand, it doesn't make any difference. So it is demand heavy. Let's look at the Zekrom, $422. Reshiram, $370. $490 for the Victini. I really don't think that these cards aesthetically, and that's really what you're paying for. This is also, Pokemon is a collector's game. So many people say it is a game to play, and it is. But where most of the money, most of the value, and most of the resources are spent in Pokemon is for collectors. It can be about the game, but once sets rotate out, then what happens to the value of the cards, right? Usually, the value of the cards go up. That's where all the money is in Pokemon, is in collectors or investors if you want. $490 for your top card in Black Bolt and White Flare. Here we have our Zekrom, Insplan, and I always mess up his name, and you guys get so mad at me when I say names wrong. Genesect for $63 here. You're just going to have to get used to that. Reshiram, EX. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not going to count a $60 card as almost 100. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. Pretty much in the $100 range. The Reshiram EX, the Hydreigon, and Hilda. Here, rounding out what you're looking for in Black Bolt and White Flare. We go to Destined Rivals. Destined Rivals booster boxes hit just about $500. I don't know what more. Now, Destined Rivals on the newer side. Destined Rivals not really showing up in stores anymore. There have been little trickles of restock. The booster boxes have come back in stock in the Pokemon Center. Overall, $115 for a Elite Trainer box, in my opinion, is actually a good price for it. The Prismatic Evolutions booster, Elite Trainer boxes were hitting $130, $140 at peak FOMO for those. So when these are starting to get harder and harder to find, the Pokemon Center is not going to be able to keep up with the print demand. Prices are going to go up. Let's stay focused though. $530 for your Mewtwo, $316 for Cynthia, and $240 for your almost said Hops. Ethan Soho. Down here we have $163 for the Moltres, $138 for the Nidoking, and $958 Crobat. Journey Together. So what are we looking at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Pokemon. Over $100. A lot of value in Destined Rivals as well. Journey Together. $261 for booster box. $82 for that Elite Trainer box. This Elite Trainer box that nobody wanted, there's still enough demand. It's driving it up. There was a huge supply. Nobody wanted Destined Journey Together. Nobody wanted it for a long time. It would sit on the shelves, and so many people complain that, oh, I can't find Pokemon cards, but these sat the almost entirety of the run, and nobody wanted them. So it's not that you don't want them, you just want certain things. You have a mimetic desire. You want what the other people want. You want what you see people ripping on streams, what you see YouTubers talking about, what the YouTubers are chasing, or the rip and shippers, or whoever, influencers is what I should say. You want what they want. Now, not all of you. I know a lot of you guys are smart and know what you're doing with your investments, with your collections, with just even ripping packs. But what drives, I think, the majority of this market right now is a lot of influencer sway. People are associating themselves with those influencers and saying, I want to do what they're doing. I want to open what they're open, blah, blah, blah. Not everybody, but it is a big factor in the demand. Got to stay focused, guys. $170 for Lilies, $63, $52. I'm not going to read all these. $77, and then boom, a big drop off to $22. Honestly, this Articuno at $22, in my opinion, is an absolute steal. The artwork is fantastic. Yeah, let's have a look here. $26. Now, I'm already off track again. I think long term, and 6 months, a year, I'm thinking this is at least $50. There's a play for you. When I see a card with potential, I will call it out. $134. We are almost back to $140 for the Prismatic Elite Trainer boxes. Umbreon, taking a bit of a fall here, down to $1,150. There are not many of these on the market. I think that this card is going to actually go up in price. The Sylveon, I said I wasn't going to read these names. Leafeon, $391, $279. You know the cards if you see them. Roaring Moon, $299, $90, and $52 here. So really, hit-wise, a huge hit. We go 300, 300, and then we're down to 100, and then less than 100 for Prismatic. I feel like we're missing evolutions here. I don't know if this is every card. I'm going to say it's not, because I know there's a Glaceon in here. I know there's a Vaporeon in here, and I would assume that those SIRs are more than even $90. I could be wrong. Surging Sparks, another set that people really wanted, and then all of a sudden didn't want. $276 for the booster box, $300, $76.21. Really huge fall off. $187, $109, and $46. 2 cards, 4 cards here, worth over $100. Pikachu at one point I think was a $1,000 card. We go to Stellar Crown, getting pretty hard to find this set. At one point, this was the top hit. $40 now for the Tropicos. The Squirtle, the Bulbasaur, these are the ones I would suggest you pick up, or even the Dachshund. These have the most long-term intrinsic value. Nobody knows or cares about Tropicos, and they won't for a while. Here we go. These 3. Pick these up. These are the plays. These are starting to get priced a little more accurately. I still think these are at minimum $100 cards. It's been saying that for a long time, watching the price slowly creep up over time. $330 for the Twilight Masquerade booster box. Your Greninja, $364, big hit. Kind of where a lot of the hype started, was with this big hit here. The Ogerpons, I mean, I'm tired of Ogerpon. Maybe that'll change in the future. $70, $90, and $71 for the Eevees. Eevee card could potentially be a $100 card too. It's very cool. I would say kind of one of the cards that I see brought up very often. I see that brought up. Of course, the big hits, and really when it comes down to is the big hits are what people care about in each set. So Greninja, Umbreon, the Pikachu, I'll say Booty Chew, Charizard, 151. We didn't even cover 151. We really don't have time to cover all of them today. I just wanted to go through this article and show you what I was seeing, what people were talking about. Usually when people talk about these, or these get posted on TCG Player where this article is, we see at least a little spike, a little bump in the price, which means you're too late. So I would not invest in cards that you see that have just hit a spike like that. You might want to wait, week, 2 weeks, then get in, hop in. There's a lot of opportunity for plays here, a lot of opportunity for collectability if you're trying to get your cards at a lower price. I would highly suggest looking at Scarlet and Violet right now. It's starting to be on the back burner. We're now just about into Mega Evolutions Phase 2. So now's the time to probably grab some cards if you're trying to do your master sets or if you're looking to invest. Last I will say is the safest play you can make is the Elite Trainer boxes, is the booster boxes. The sealed product will appreciate as a much safer investment long term. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Cassidy. I'll see you in the next video.